tap water, something we drink every day but we take for granted. Good evening and welcome to Grade 8 Science News. I'm your host, Jake Brady. Tonight, we're going in depth on an exclusive story about Toronto's water treatment. We'll take a look on just how many measures the City of Toronto takes to keep our tap water as safe as possible, and about how life would be if we didn't have safe treated water. Now, we will send you live to Greg Jeffrey, who is outside R.C. Harris Water Treatment Center, and he will explain the process of how we treat water in Toronto. Thank you, Jake, and welcome to R.C. Harris Treatment Plant. Today, I'll be discussing the process in which the City of Toronto treats its water. To start, let's talk about how Toronto's water treatment system works. Each day, the City of Toronto treats more than 1 billion liters of safe drinking water at 4 water treatment plants: F.J. Hogan Water Treatment Plant, Island Treatment Plant, R.L. Clark Treatment Plant, and R.C. Harris Treatment Plant, which is where we are right now. All these facilities operate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. R.C. Harris Treatment Plant, where we are right now, was constructed in the 1930s and opened in 1941. It is the largest water treatment plant in Toronto. The plant produces more than 30% of Toronto's drinking water. Now, how does the actual treatment process work? To start, water is collected from Lake Ontario through intake pipes deep below the lake and 1 to 5 kilometers away from shore. The lake water then passes through screens to remove large debris and then through filters to remove additional impurities. The water is then disinfected by either chlorine or ozone. These chemicals kill any bacteria in the water. Next, alum or polyalum chloride is added to the water to form a jelly-like substance that joins larger particles together called floc, and then goes through additional filtration. This process removes any solid particles to further purify the water. The water then travels to a large settling basin, so larger particles settle at the bottom. The clear water at the top proceeds to filters containing gravel, sand, and carbon to remove any further impurities and bacteria. Finally, before the water is pumped for distribution to homes and businesses, the following chemicals are added to ensure total purification: chlorine to destroy bacteria, algae, and viruses, fluoride to help prevent tooth decay, ammonia to ensure chlorine levels remain constant, and phosphoric acid, which is used for corrosion control to create a barrier between residential lead pipes and drinking water. This whole process is taken just to make sure you have a safe glass of drinking water. It really shows how important water is to sustain our lives. We have to go through this long and tedious process just to have safe water. Now, I'll send it back to you, Jake. Thanks for that, Greg. Now, let's take a look at why we treat water. We treat water for safety and the environment. Since the beginning of humanity, humans have dumped waste and litter into bodies of water where there are vast ecosystems. Dumping waste into these ecosystems can be very harmful and kill many organisms in these ecosystems. We treat water going into these bodies of water and these ecosystems because we need to keep our underwater ecosystems alive, not only to protect the ecosystems, but they are also vital to human life. Now, humans can't drink water with harmful bacteria in it. It can cause us to become very sick or even die. Because of this, humanity has been forced to find ways to drink water safely. Through the process of water filtration, we make sure that our water is safe to drink and therefore it doesn't make us sick and we can stay alive. To show you how lucky that we have a water filtration system in our city that is rated one of the best in the world, let's take a look at the city of Mogadishu. It's the capital of Somalia and it has a population of 1 million. The city has no water filtration infrastructure, and so most of the water is very contaminated. Only about 30% of the city has access to safe drinking water. Waterborne diseases are very common in the city, and many of the city's deaths come from waterborne diseases.
Drinking water is so important in our lives, and yet it gets overlooked so much. It's a long process that is dependent for our well-being.
That's a look at Toronto's water filtration system. We have to go through a long and tedious process just to get a single glass of water, yet it is vital to our lives. I'm Jake Brady. Thanks for watching.